Working families. It is a very long time since the days when mothers stayed at home and devoted their time to housework and raising children. Nowadays, both partners in many households have to balance their commitments to their jobs, children, and the household chores. How do they do it? A family magazine has interviewed 5 readers about their work, their home, and family commitments. Read below what they have to say. Chitra Singh. My husband and I have both worked at the same factory since before we got married. This isn't a particularly secure situation because we would both lose our jobs if the factory closed. However, there is no other work available and our wages aren't bad. Both our boys go to school now, so there isn't any big problem. When my parents were still alive, they looked after them. Now the boys reach back home from school before I or my husband get back from the factory. I do feel a little guilty about not being able to serve them something hot and refreshing on their return. Fortunately, neither the factory nor the school are far from our house, and in case of any emergency, we can be with each other in no time. I'm not a very modern woman. I do practically all the housework and cooking. However, Jagjit likes to take responsibility for the shopping and does all the ironing also. Thus, we can have more time together as a family. Bharti Nagpal. My work as an accountant at bank often keeps me busy for longer than the normal 9 to 5 office hours. On the other hand, Yogesh is a teacher, so he can get home earlier and prepare the evening meal, while at the same time entertain our little daughter Archana. My mother, who lives in the next block, collects Archana from nursery school and looks after her for a couple of hours until Yogesh can take her home. Neither of us is very keen on housework, so we tend to do the bare minimum. Anyway, now that I have a good job with a high salary, I have started paying a woman to do most of the housework. She comes 3 days a week. Mamta Sinha. Both of our daughters are teenagers now and are a great help looking after grandpa. I work long hours at the hospital where I am a nurse and feel exhausted when I get home. Neeraj is very old-fashioned and will never lift a finger to help around the house. He says he does enough driving his bus all day. Fortunately, young Keshav isn't at all like his father and will compete with his elder sisters to see who helps me the most. Vinita Goyal. The twins Astha and Anuj are in their last year at school and aren't concerned about being looked after so long as I keep their clothes ready to wear. However, I still have to work hard to balance my duties as a doctor, a housewife and a mother. Rajesh has his own company, but these days he has the freedom to stay at home when he wants as he has no longer to work such long hours as he used to. He is actually quite willing to help around the house, but he is totally hopeless at it. So I encourage him to stay out and work in the garden as much as possible. Tulsi Rawat. My work as a company manager keeps me busy for very long hours, and I frequently have to go away on business trips. I love my work, and for that reason, Gagan decided to stay at home after Anu was born last year. He is very good at looking after the baby and loves the home environment. As he is a copywriter, he can also do some of his work on our home computer. He emails this to his clients. He is also quite adept at doing the housework, which he does without complaint, though occasionally. I like to help him to show that I am still a part of the family.